on, everybody? Arty 84 here, the Wicked Explorers. We are in Seabrook. I think we're in Seabrook, New Hampshire right now, at a strip mall that has seen better days. I've driven by this strip mall several times, and we're either in Hampton or Seabrook. I'll get back to you on the next clip. But it actually has an Ames that's like in rare 1980s frozen in time storefront that hasn't been touched yet. And there's not a lot of Ames left. At one point, I believe it was in the mid 90s to late 90s, they changed their colors from the red that's on that sign to almost like a teal blue. And the teal blue ones are some of the ones you see that are abandoned still, obviously because the company went out of business, around these parts. Ames was a big department store up here in the northeast area. I'm not sure how far it traveled out. You can leave comments below if you had them in your area, but this is it's an original one. So I'm gonna walk around, see if I can see anything inside. It looks like it's pretty boarded up, but the rest of the strip mall, I don't think you can kind of see over there, is desolate too. There looks like there used to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other small businesses that would have been in the strip mall. And then at the end, there's a market basket, which is always market baskets in this area, always wicked busy. It's a supermarket. So let's check this out and see if there's anything interesting about this abandoned location over here. All right, so Ames had gone out of business in 2002. Actually, when you look up on Wikipedia, Ames, this one actually is the picture they used on it. So this one's been at least closed for 20 years at that point. They were founded in Southbridge, Massachusetts, and yeah, they were all over New England at one point in time. So kind of interesting seeing this one it's like original form. So let's go check it out. Behind me, that looks like it's an old, really old CVS. A lot of the old CVS that were in strip malls like this used to have you can see right there, kind of like a muddy room, breezeway vestibule in front of it. I know the one when I was growing up where the Square One Mall is now used to have one like that too. That's really, really old. So that hasn't been touched in years. This whole entire mall itself, I just walked down with a lot of people over here because it's the middle of Saturday afternoon. I don't want to draw too much attention. I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm just kind of checking this old vintage Ames and strip mall out. I'm not going inside or anything like that, or gonna try to get inside. I don't typically don't want to do that because it's illegal, and I don't like to ruin these things for other people who want to come and explore. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting building over here. Wish I knew more information on it. I tried to look online. I couldn't really find much, but yeah, it's in rough shape. This thing is literally probably about to fall apart at some point. Let's see if we can see inside. Let's see if I can look. Judging by the architecture and the design, so the steel up here and kind of the poles, I'm gonna say this building was built 50s and 60s. Just basically, looking at a few things up here that I've seen in older strip malls in this area. So this is probably a good 70-year-old building, and it was probably booming at the time. In fact, this was probably the original shopping center here in Seabrook, because when I grew up, there was not much up here. In fact, they've actually developed this area pretty dramatically over the last 20 years or so. So I'm going to go on a limb and say this was probably the original place to go here in the Seabrook area. And if you know where Seabrook is, it's right over the New Hampshire border. I mean, Massachusetts border into New Hampshire. And there's also a nuclear power plant here, too. So, yeah, so now we look at it from here. I'm really getting to get an idea. It looks like there was probably a facade makeover on the Ames part, probably in the 90s at some point. That is the old Ames sign. So whenever this became an Ames, that's the sign that's stuck there for good. And it's still kind of, it's halfway decent condition. But like I said, you could tell a newer Ames basically because of the tail color they used when they redid all their Ames over. The red is old school original. And everything about this is like old school. Like newer Ames didn't have windows in the front. See those windows right there? Online it says this was originally a King's. I'm not sure what King's is. I'm sure it was probably a similar type of department store here in New Hampshire. But there's nothing. I mean, all these stores, I poked in the one directly next to the Ames building right there. It kind of looks like it was maybe like a convenience store or something like that. I'm not really sure. A lot of these things, when I poked into it, the windows are painted out, but like the old, what I think is a CVS, or was a CVS, anything inside looks like it hasn't been touched in decades, you know. And like I said, these went out in 2002. It's 2023 right now. So I'm going to go on a limb and say that the store has not been touched in 20 years, at least. It might have been even sooner. So I'm going to actually try to drive around the back and see if we see any evidence of like maybe when this was closed or what stores are in the back over there. And let's see what I can find over there, you know, while we're in the area. Checking out the this old strip mall here. It's like I think this is called Seabrook Plaza. So as I drive around, it's funny. They still maintain this place, obviously, because the supermarket's still there. So the strip mall still is useful. It looks like they had updated the facades over the other stores that over there are closed. You know, probably within the last 10 years, they look like they're restuckled and like in good shape. But oh yeah, so this is a dead end, I think. I don't think I can go too far over here. You can kind of see. I'll spin her. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck back there. Let's see if I can see the side yard over here. It's the old carport, or the actually carport, the truck doors here, where the doors used to come in to develop. Now, these strip malls were big in the 50s and 60s here in New England. And then when they started building the enclosed strip malls, a lot of these older strip malls turned into enclosed ones, like the North Shore Mall, South Shore Mall, Square One Mall, to an extent where they actually ripped that down and built it new. But these were where people were going to shop. And it's funny that they're kind of coming back with those marketplace style designs, which I don't know how much I feel about those. Like, I guess I don't know why people like them up here in New England. It's freezing up here. I don't know why you don't walk outside from store to store, you know, and be bundled up, where you could just left your jacket in the car and walked into a giant mall and everything was there for you. That makes more sense to me than the marketplace concept that I never get up here. I understand in Florida or warmer climates where it's open air, but mini mall doesn't seem to make any sense, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's the rent inside those inside malls is so expensive. There was a mess up with the business plan of those things. People don't want to be inside. I guess they want to be outside, but who knows? But I figured I'd check this out because a place like this, you do not know how much longer it will be around. I'm assuming the strip mall is sticking around for a while because that market basket looks very, very busy. But you know, as for like when it goes out or they decide to move it to another location, I just don't know how the strip mall is making any money, considering it is like 90% vacant. You know what I mean? Well, I'd say 75% vacant because you know, the supermarket's taking most of the activity over here in that corner over there. But yeah, very interesting. So if you're in the Seabrook area on Lafayette Street, which is I think it's basically Route 1 that runs up here, check it out. Let me know what you think. You know, if you from the New Hampshire area or Northern Mass, you know any information about this old Ames here in I think we're in the Seabrook Plaza. Look at that sign. That sign's totally from the 50s. I'll show it to you on the way out. But leave a comment below and let us know. Let me know what you think. Seabrook Plaza. So that sign is definitely 50s, 60s style design. So I'm thinking this was the place to be back in the day. And if you're from the area, you can confirm. Behind me, you can actually see the high tension wires coming directly from the power plant over there. And there's the 99 right there, which I ate at one time a long time ago. We were coming home from Maine, and we were going to a restaurant that we used to go to, which I want to see if I can find when I go up here. And it was closed for good. It went out of business. And we stopped at 99, so I've been there before. There's also like an abandoned Puppuccino's over here I want to check out too, but that should do it for this trip right here, a little Seabrook adventure. The sun's like really bad here going on here. But if you guys like these videos, please subscribe. Please leave your comments below. This is the Naughty Plaza, they call it. The Eaton Plaza. This has fireworks, massage parlor, smoke shop, everything you want right there, the Eaton Plaza. But is this the restaurant? Yeah, that's probably the restaurant we're driving by right now. But if you guys like these videos, please subscribe. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. I love to hear what other people think of all these little abandoned areas here, up here in New England and all around the country that we explore. And if you know any places you think I should check out, you should let me know, because I'm starting to run out of places, to be honest with you. We're going to a lot of places. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll talk to you soon. See you later. Bye.